What's going on, everybody? Am I live? Am I live? Am I live? Yeah, here we go. What's going on? Okay, yeah, y'all can see me. Let me fix my hat. Yeah. What's going on, everybody? It's a beautiful Monday morning. Gotta have my hat straight, man. All right, so first off, man, I want to thank everybody for coming to my channel. You're watching FHO Atlanta GA, the hottest motorcycle channel on the planet, where we actually ride. We don't just talk about riding. We don't just try to teach you how to ride, but we actually ride over here, man. I actually get out and do my thing, man. So I bring you the news as I get it, as I know it, and as it comes to me. I have a very interesting topic today. It's something that I learned yesterday, and I'm excited, man. I'm so excited to share with you guys. And I promise you, this will help us kind of fix the problem about what we got going on. Okay, before we go any further, if this channel has been good to you, if this channel has helped you in any kind of way, please support the channel. I cannot survive without your support, monetary, and make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the channel. Make sure you tell everybody you know about the channel. If you learn something, somebody else will want to learn something. So make sure you share with them. Tell them to subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Also, you can donate via Cash App, which is my Cash App handle is $FHOHNIC. That is the Cash App handle. Cash App handle. If you got Cash App, you go to Cash App and type in $FHOHNIC, and that's me. Or you can donate via PayPal, and my PayPal handle is fast Harleys with an S only at gmail.com. Type that in, boom. Or you can simply hit the super chat button, which is at the end of the comment section, and your donations are welcome that way, man. And as always, if you have any questions, you can call me at 424-242-2355. My man Jeff Schultz. Thank you. And again, like I said, I'm so excited about today's topic. I'm sorry I'm late. I was trying to get on here. I'm trying to do my post at 9 a.m. my time, which would be 6 a.m. on the West Coast. I'm just trying to give everybody some time, either on their way to work or getting ready for work, to catch the lives and be a part of them. If it's not a good time, you guys kind of recommend or suggest other times that I should come on live. And let me address this right off. So I got a question yesterday. What's up, Hot Wheels? Let me shout out Ronald Miller. What up? Jeff Schultz. Thank you, sir. Charles Pompey. 14 KTBLK's World. What up? Loon White. What up? Ann Turner. What it do? Henry Morton. ATL Hot Wheels. My man Q. I love you, brother. What's really hood? What's going on, sir? Victor Soto, what up with it? And of course, my man Jeff Holtz again. Thank you for that donation. Michael Van Hook, what's going on? Okay, so let me address this real quick. I got a question asked to me yesterday, and this person was real concerned. And they called me with passion, and I thank them for it. But they asked me, Sel, man, why haven't you progressed with the videos, and why haven't you gotten professional and get you a professional microphone, camera crews, camera settings, and why you're not like so and so and so and so? They got the name in other channels, watching them progress, and this and this and that. And well, I'm gonna say this: FHO was based on one thing, and that's the truth. TRUTH, keeping it real, the whole 9 yards. I'm not trying to water down who I am or put lights and special cameras and effects in the background. And eventually, hopefully one day I'll get there with maybe possibly a TV show or something like that that will enhance that. But right now, all you get is me, my cell phone, and me right here, right now. And I hope that's enough for you guys. I am making progress. I'm buying gimbals, and I'm buying better live cameras, and some other stuff, and I'm making that transition. But I'm going to tell you this. For me, it's hard for me to spend any money anywhere else except on my motorcycle or on the road. So every dollar I get, I save it to take a trip. I save it to make sure my motorcycle is running. You guys don't understand, for the miles that I put in on my motorcycle, just the regular maintenance. You feel what I'm saying? And I show you guys this so you don't think that I'm spending your money, or when you donate, your money's going in vain. I show you guys when I come off of a big trip and I put my bike in the shop, it's $800-900 to get serviced. You feel what I'm saying? New tires, brake pads, and oil changes, and fork fluids, and all these different things. So my biggest thing is I try to make sure that every dollar I get goes to getting out there on the road, showing you some yonder, let's talk, having good adventures, having fun times, showing you different people, different places. So I don't have the extra resources to buy the cameras and have the elusive backgrounds and the microphones and all of that. And I'm gonna tell you like this. The other thing is I don't care to be like nobody else. I don't care that my channel is still, as he called it. Well, man, it's just elementary. It's time for you to grow up. And I said, okay, well, brother, I appreciate your concern because he's a fan. So I appreciate his concerns and I hear him, but I'm not trying to, when I get there, I'll get there. When God blesses me to be there, where I have a full studio and, somebody working on, the microphone and the mixers and the different camera angles, because I would love to have it. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you a lie that I wouldn't love to have it. I would love to have it, but I would love to have it at my own pace, at my own discretion, at my own call of who does what, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to sell out to give anybody else control of FHO and to come to you guys and speak to you guys while I'm reading the script or I thought about this. Another thing, too, the reason why I do the lives is because it's live. It's me right here. I don't have time to make corrections. I don't have time, to edit it. Oh, let me take that out. That might offend somebody. Or let me take this out. That wasn't cool for me to say that. Dude, what you see is what you get, man. Period, point blank, raw and uncut, live, in living color, and it's me. So I want anybody who thinks that I haven't progressed, I appreciate your concerns, but I'm here, and what you see is what you get. I'm telling you, and I'm making progress as I go. But for me to spend any money outside of motorcycling right now, I'm not there yet. So maybe that's a downfall. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Loon White, she said we don't need all that. Thank you, Loon. Having better production will not water you, but will enhance the listening experience. I respect your hustle, though. What to do, Mark Hamilton? Ask the architect. Raw and uncut footage is appreciated. Don't change it, but there it is there. But, okay. So, today's topic. Okay? You guys know I've been preaching on getting back to when the motorcycle club was private, when the whole motorcycle set was a private set. And I've been just been preaching that and teaching that. And I believe that that's one of the biggest problems that we have in the motorcycle community is that it's so watered down now. And it's watered down because of the public entity that we have allowed into the clubhouse. We've bent the rules and we've bent the rules, manipulated the rules, and overlooked the rules to allow the public into our arena, into our world. So somebody reached out to me, and it's kind of crazy, man, because this person is an avid follower, and they got history. But let me show y'all what they sent me. Okay, and this ain't even the most exciting part, but I want y'all to see this. Can y'all see that? This is a T-shirt, man, from their 61st anniversary, and this is LA Defiant One 61st anniversary, Los Angeles, California. Their logo is the devil riding a motorcycle, looks like, and it says the power of togetherness. That's their logo. That's their club saying. Okay, man, when I got the T-shirt, I was blown away because if you don't know anything about the LA DOs, they're one of the oldest clubs. 61 years. This was their anniversary last year. 61 years in the game. And they've been holding strong, and they've been doing their thing, and they are a dominant presence on the West Coast in Los Angeles, California. And I was stoked about the shirt, and I was almost in tears, and I want to thank my man Lions Tent for sending me the shirt. But more importantly, he sent me something else, and he taught me something and gave me history, and I did my research on this. And I want you guys to see this, man. Wow. All right, this right here. I'm going to bring as close as I possibly can. Okay, that's LADOs. What this is what they call, let me show you the back of it. I got to cover his number. Okay. This is what you call a courtesy card. Okay. Back in the 60s when the motorcycle clubs first started, early 60s, and we're not sure, that's what I was trying to do my research to find out exactly when did this stop. Okay. But back in the 60s, in the early 60s, when we first started motorcycling, you couldn't get into a clubhouse if you wasn't a member. wasn't an invited person. But to prove that you were invited, the member had to give you one of these, which is called a courtesy card. Okay, all clubs had them, and I'm gonna show you something right now because I want you guys to see this. I don't know. I'm gonna make sure that you guys can't see it. Okay, so they also sent me other clubs' courtesy cards. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. I don't know. I'm gonna try to bring it, but I'll read them to you. So this to show you that all these clubs had them. The Monks Motorcycle Club. That's a Monks Motorcycle Club courtesy card. This is a Mongols, LA Mongols Los Angeles courtesy card. The Molochs, Galloping Goose, Windjammers, the Hangman, Chosen Few, and the Warlocks. All of these are courtesy cards. Now, so let me get into this because this was interesting. What was so interesting about this was that the courtesy card was the only way that you could get into a clubhouse for the most part without being a full patch member. In other words, when you were invited out or allowed, they would have to give you this card and you would have to carry this card with you. You know, when you came, you would say, and the card has the information on the back that it says who it belongs to, you know, and if you have any special instructions, like I said, they write those special instructions in there. If it's VIP, and this wasn't for an anniversary, or this was just to be in the clubhouse. This was just to be functioning around the club, brother. So at any given time, a member could ask you, "Hey, brother, who you here with?" Or "Hey, sister, who you here with?" And you would show them this card, and this card would have the club brother's name on it, and this would allow you to be in a clubhouse. This would allow you to be in their presence, to function around them, and also it was used because as I did further research, it was also used to signify a relationship that was put together between you and another club member from another club. For example, as you saw, I just showed you the Mongols had one, the Monarchs had one, and the Galloping Geese. Now these is all 1%ers, so this is what they did. Now, so for example, I found out it was almost like I'm gonna call it a get out of hell free card. You know how they got the get out of jail free card? This is also a get out of hell free card. In other words, if you were somewhere and you were somewhere you weren't supposed to be or something, you know, out of pocket or something, you could flash this card to those club members of that club and say, "Hey, brother, before you guys, you know, do this or whatever, can you please call him?" And this was considered like a get out of hell free. I'm gonna call it get out of hell, not get out of jail, but a get out of hell free. This card could keep you from getting your ass whooped. You feel what I'm saying? Because this is the history. So let's just say you helped, and I don't want to use a club name, but one of these clubs. Let's say you helped another club. I'm gonna say Club GYF. You pulled up one of the GYF members was broken down. Whether you on your motorcycle or in your car, you pulled up and you helped this GYF member. You feel what I'm saying? Get his bike fixed or get him to the gas station or whatever it was. He could give you this card and as a form of thank you and say, "Hey, brother, if you ever need or if you ever, in town or whatever, you come by, you come to the clubhouse, you see me, blah, 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 blah." So this club was also used as a token of appreciation, a token of thanks, and as a token of respect and recognition as well for club brothers, for motorcycle members of other clubs amongst each other. You understand what I'm saying? And it was kind of like a get out of hell free card. So let's just say you somewhere and you out of pocket or something happened and, questions have to be asked or this and this and that. You could actually go in your pocket, pull out this card, and then they would have to contact the person on this card to say, "Hey, brother, who is it?" And that person could say, "Hey, brother, give them a pass. They're good people. I'll handle it or I'll check into it or whatever." And those people would have to respect this card. So I just thought that was amazing. So I'm trying to do my further research to find out when did this stop. Because let me tell you something. This card right here is so important. It is so important that when the person that sent me the shirt, I told him I didn't get the card because I didn't see it. I was so excited about the shirt that when I took it out the package, the card fell on the ground. He was devastated. Like, no, you got to have that card. If the hell with the shirt, the card. And once we got into the history of it and what it meant and all the other clubs used to do it and have it and blah, 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 I understand. Yes, I got to have this card. I am going to cherish this card. This is, I don't want to disrespect anybody that's ever given me anything. But to me, man, this is one of the biggest forms of respect that I have ever been given as an FHO member, man. To get a courtesy card from any club, and it happens to be the LADOs, It was just big for me, man. It's, and even right now, I'm just thinking about it. It's huge. It's fucking huge. But what I want to say is this, is that I've been trying to do the research to find out when do we get away from this? Because you have to understand this. When you give a person this card, even if you gave it to a girlfriend or whatever it was, or a friend or a homeboy, by giving them this card, you tell your club brothers that this person is not only certified cool or certified good people or certified, not a snitch, not a police officer, and it's well mannered enough to be around us, but it assures the club brothers that if we have to deal with this person, we can find out who to deal with. So it's almost like, it's a way of vouching for every individual that's inside the clubhouse. And we know how important that would be to have somebody to vouch for every member that's inside the clubhouse. So therefore, they understand the rules. They know where they at. They know they surrounded. They know how to deal. They know how to respect. They know how to function around us as motorcycle people. Because we special people. We don't function like the normal public. We really don't. We function a little different. Like I said, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You know what I'm saying? Go hand in hand with motorcycling. So it gives the other club brothers comfort to know that everybody in here is validated and certified. And I just thought that was awesome. And I mean, like I said, I know it got me down there sounding like, sounding in my happy, excited white voice. But I'm serious, man. This shit is amazing to me. This little bitty ass card, this one card, you don't understand how this one card can solve so many of today's problems in the MC. Inside the clubhouses, inside of functions, inside of parties, inside of whatever. Now, like I said, this wasn't a get into the party free card unless specified, unless the person who had the card said, hey, this is, a VIP pass for the event or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Other than that, but it was just to say to be around the DOs, you had to have one of these cards. To be around the Mongols and the other clubs that I mentioned on there that had them, Galloping Goose and Geek, to be around those clubs, you had to have one. If you wasn't a full patch member, you had to have one of these cards. Or you just wasn't allowed to be around them, man. And I'm telling you, to me, this shit is, I'm really blown away. I'm just wow. And I really want to know, when did we get away from this? When did we stop honoring this card? And when did we stop respecting what it stood for? When did it go away? Because I promise you, if everybody in your clubhouse had to be validated by a member, giving one of the members, giving them a card with their name on it, because see, that takes responsibility. So if this person, if Big Sale, like right now, for example, my man that gave me this bookworm from LADOs, he validating Big Sale. You see my name on there. So that means if Big Sale get out of line or get in trouble or get in any kind of frick-frack, I'm just going to make up a word, at the Los Angeles DOs, then Bookworm has to be the one to answer it. He has to be the one to deal with it. Dude, that's amazing. That's amazing. Accountability. That's amazing, homie. And I'm just, like I said, I'm in love with the concept, something as simple. And it's something that we definitely, it should be back. It should come back. I don't know why it left. It should have never left. But it should definitely come back. Let me see. Let's see. Hate him. I don't know when it warrants. When it warrants a hate a moment, I will. Hey, we got love for you the way it is. Great job. You helped me a lot. Okay, thank you, sir. You realize you'll get there. No rush. Keep it hood, Mr. Roll King. What up, Mr. Roll King? With the president of MC, and I asked him how does he feel about your videos. We had an interesting conversation. How are you received by the MC of your city? Architect in my city, and where I'm currently residing, it is what it is. Everybody knows that in your hometown you get no love in your hometown, for the most part. But I don't do it for that. I don't do it to get love from anybody. If did nobody love me, I would still continue to do FHO. If it wasn't nobody listening, I don't even know how many people I reach or touch or whatever, and that doesn't matter to me. So I do think MCs do need to clean up that shooting last year was BS. It was. Yep, my dad held a few from big names. It was a big deal. I'm telling you, Chris, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna cherish this. I'm gonna cherish this damn near more than I cherish my vest, or as much as I cherish my vest, shall I say. because this shit is. I'm blown away, man. I can't even believe that they had this or this was in existence, and we got away from it. I mean, you know, it's just big to me. Okay. Was that something learned from Elks because that is a similar format? It may be, but understand this. I want you to understand this. The motorcycle set in general, the rules and regulation, the bylaws, the whole breakdown, the structure, all of it comes from government, from Elks, from Masons, from whatever else, other entities, because it's all a part of business. It's all a part of structure. Structure, you could probably try to categorize the foundation of structure, but if you got a motorcycle club, you want structure. So you're going to use a form of structure, whether it be, like we in motorcycle clubs, you got the cabinet, you got the president, the vice president, the secretary, the treasurer, the sergeant at arms, secretary of defense, secretary of state, whatever. So all of the structure is based on the same. And Philip, like I said, they could have taken that from that. I'm not sure. Bro, we have too many civilians that mess up the club functions. I'm telling you. That's a big deal, bro. I've read. Thank you, Turner. Nice Davis, Street Rozzy, Road Glider. What up, Earl Hustle? Nice Davis. Keep down the BS. I'm telling you. Good morning, bro. What up, Mr. Big Dog? And I'm just telling you, man. This shit is amazing to me. I promise you. This is amazing to me. Just think about it. And I'm gonna ask you a question right now, and I want you guys to answer it. Just think about if you had to validate everybody that was in your clubhouse, or even this. For those that are not MCs, what if you had to validate everybody that your kids brought in your house? You come home and it's somebody sitting in your living room or somebody in your house. Somebody got to validate them. Somebody got to speak up for them. Who was that? 14 KD. What up, man? Appreciate that. Appreciate that love, sir. Somebody has to validate for them. Somebody has to vouch for them. You feel what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. Your motorcycle clubhouse is your house. That is the house of the club. That is our foundation. That's where we reside at. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody in there should be validated. And if everybody was validated, that means that they know the rules and regulations. They understand, the do's, the don't, the can'ts, the won'ts, the whole. They would understand that, and it would cut down so much of the BS that it wouldn't even be funny. You feel what I'm saying? It would just stop. It would fucking stop a lot of the BS, even on the bike set. Does that mean when people came around, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're going to question everybody. If we out hanging out somewhere, we out, let's just say we outside the clubhouse and somebody pull up and, hey, bro, let me see your card. And they got to flash their card. But I just think that it would help, because if a person came around and didn't have a card and they went to try to get it, say, hey, brother, where's your card at? Oh, I don't have a card, brother. You need to get validated by a club, brother. Or you need to get, stamped approved. You need to get a card from a full patch club, brother, or whatever the procedures are for the club to have these cards or pass them out or whatever. I just think that it's just amazing to me, man. In the club, then okay. So somebody said coins. Somebody, thank you, Cleveland Schuler. Warren Charlie, what up? He said my dad was giving coins to enter clubs in the 70s. So did the coins have the club's logo on it, like whoever he was entering, or did it have like maybe their logo, or did the coins come from different clubs and you could just collect coins and use those coins at other motorcycle clubhouses to show that you were validated and approved? That's cool. In the life I come from, somebody got to tell me the person ain't the police. Hey, I'm with you on that, Turner, because you already know, man. We from them streets, man. You know what I'm talking about? Never saw members of any organization tell outsiders all about their ranks, structure, business, etc. I'm out. Okay, my bad. American Beast. Morning, Big Sale and fam. Okay, what up? What up? What's up, iGod? Yes, sir, can numbered. Okay. So they were numbered. Chris says they were numbered. Okay. So Chris said that the coins were numbered. Okay. And American Beast, not trying to give information about any outside entities or any inside information. I'm just saying we all have a structure. Everybody knows that there's a structure. And if they don't, then hey, I just told them that. So appreciate you, and you know, do your thing. But I just, again, I want you to understand that, man, that the a lot of the things that are changing inside of the bike set, you know, and this is one of the fights that I have all the time. Just because the world changed don't mean we have to change. I'm not accepting of a lot of the stuff that go on in the world. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to conform. I'm not saying that I'm going to fight against it. I'm just not going to deal with it. Just keep the shit away from me. And a lot of times, a lot of people feel like we should have to, well, so everybody doing it. Everybody love that shit. I don't love that shit. And I'm not doing it. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking on in general on whatever it may be. You know, politics, living, social, whatever it may, social, gender, whatever. I don't have to accept that shit. I'm not going to accept that shit. And it just is what it is. And this is my thing. I'm not disrespecting you by not accepting it. So why are you disrespecting me because I don't accept it? Why is it disrespectful for me not to accept it? Why is it disrespectful for me not to say how I feel about a situation or a circumstance or a problem or whatever? And that's what I think. That's what's so wrong with everything that's going on now. You know, oh, don't hit your kids. You know, don't you can't whoop your kids. You got to put them in timeout. That shit don't work. That shit don't work. As my generation, we got our ass beat. We got our ass beat. The reason why I love my father the way I do today, the reason why I love my mother and cherish them the way I do today is because I got my ass beat. Period. Period, point blank. That's it. That's all. And I'm telling you, man, if we get back to some of the simple shit, this was simple. A brilliant idea that came back in the day was simple. It would keep a lot of the BS out of your clubs. It would keep, because you would hold a brother accountable. You would really hold him accountable. He got his name and phone number and all. You would hold him accountable. And like I said, if I'm broke down on the side of the road and a brother helps me out, I don't have time to ask him all of them. He hands me a card and say, hey, and I give him a card and say, hey, brother, if you're ever in this part of town, let me return the favor. You know, and remember, we used to barter and do favors for each other. Remember, that was a form of payment. I don't know if a lot of y'all might be too young to remember what the barter system was. You know, the favor system. I do a favor for you. When I need a favor, you do a favor for me. And it wasn't all the bullshit you see now. The favors cost you. It was just some simple, pure, hey, brother, appreciate you. You know, if you ever in need, I got you. It wasn't all the bullshit that it is now. If somebody do you a favor now, you damn sure don't want it because it's a whole bunch of bullshit and strings attached to it. You feel what I'm saying? So, that's crazy. In a nutshell, what would be the difference in meaning between a full FHO patch and a small FHO patch? I'm not sure what you mean, Rogue Glider. The member that invites the person is held responsible because addresses of the clubhouse are not known to regular folks. Maybe back in the day they wasn't, but I remember growing up in South Central Los Angeles, and I remember growing up riding past what was that clubhouse right there off of right before you got to Manchester and Central. It was, I forgot the name of it. I can't think of it right now. But I remember seeing a bunch of motorcycles outside, and whenever the door would open, you would hear the music and stuff like that. I remember riding past a couple of clubhouses as a kid. So it wasn't so much that the addresses were secret. It's just that that's all you knew, that was a motorcycle club. You had no knowledge, no privy, no understanding. You didn't know what, you just knew back then, you just knew that if a person was in a motorcycle club, he was a hellraiser. I'm not going to say it was a bad person, but they were all motorcycle related people were hellraisers, period. Oh, leave them alone. They crazy. Them motherfuckers, they do this, they do that. And that might have been a good thing because it kept all of the bullshit away from them. Besides whatever bullshit they had amongst themselves, I would imagine. But thank you, Jesus. But that was just, that was just, something that I remember growing up as a child. What's a Mason there? Mason, I don't know. You got to ask a Mason. Nothing wrong with it. People only go with the masses and are getting away from what's right, period. Get your own switch to get your own ass. I'm telling you, I didn't have to do that, brother. And my dad didn't even want to switch. My dad, my grandma didn't want no switch. She just bring me the whole tree. You better not go out there and just get a limb. You better bring the whole tree. When she whooped your ass, she whooped you with the whole tree. I think I still got webs and marks on me that, you know, the doctor still questioning me about it. I'm 50 down and 50. I mean, what's that? Don't worry about it, player. Let that go. I'm not even going to try to explain that to get another asshole because I done told grandma business. So we're not going to even get into that for real. But again, man, if you're just tuning in, man, I was blown away, man. I received this card. It's called a courtesy card. It's a get out of hell free card. It's a, you know, thank you card. You know, and this is, it was just a privilege for me to get this card. And again, man, to Los Angeles DOs, I am honored to have this card. And, you know, thank you. But just the meaning of what the card meant from, and I don't know how we got away from it. If you have a clubhouse, this is something that you should be honoring. You feel what I'm saying? This is something that you should be bringing back. This is something that needs to come back. I promise you, this right here needs to come back. Whether you laminate them now or do whatever you want to do, but it definitely needs to come back because it will cut down on a lot of the BS that's going on inside of the clubhouses. It will cut down a lot of the BS that's going on inside the motorcycle community. So that club off of Manchester and Central, we called the Defiant Ones. That was the DOs too. That was the DOs right there. Before, right by Chambers, right down on the other end of Chambers. That was the DOs. Okay, I might be tripping there. That might have been the DOs. Okay, the Defiant Ones. That's what this is. That's what these are, the DOs. So anyway, because I just remembered it. I remember them being in the area right there by Chambers. So, right on. Don't come back wrong. Mark Allen, what's going on, sir? What would be the process of earning FHO patches? Do you earn the phases? You got to get with me off camera with that, Rogue Glider. Get with me off camera with that. Hit me up, call me. You guys got my number, but hit me up with that. That's off camera. Urban Pope, what it do? But man, I just wanted to share this with you guys, man, and just tell you. People ask me all day, you know, Sel, you know, why do you do some of the motorcycle stuff that you do? Why, you know, why do you get out there in the elements? Why do you get out there, you know, in the rain? And, you know, I've been out there in the snow. And, you know, why do you take those long trips? For me, I don't smoke, I don't drink. So for me, to be out there, man, and to witness the creation of the world, and however you serve a higher power, for me and mine, is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's what I believe in. That's what works for me. And that's what gets me through my everyday journeys and adventures and life lessons and everything. So whoever it is you serve, I don't want to offend nobody with whoever it is that they serve. But for me, man, just to watch the creation, just to watch the world, and to see it in this raw form when you're out there in the middle of the desert. You know, when you're out there in the middle of nowhere, and I mean, you can literally stop your motorcycle in the middle of the street and stand on the yellow line on the 2-lane highway and just take a picture in any direction, and there's nobody out there but you. Those are the times that I am mostly in love with the motorcycle. I love it because whoever would have thought that I would have been here, I would have been wherever here was, wherever there was. Whoever thought I would have been here or there or whatever. Whoever thought that, you know. So motorcycling for me is almost like growing up, you know, with a kid that dreamt about being a football player, and they actually becoming a professional NFL player. That's what this stuff means for me. Whoever would have thought that I would have rode my motorcycle to Niagara Falls to actually see the falls and to learn about Niagara Falls. Whoever would have thought I would have rode my motorcycle to Mount Rushmore. I never gave a damn about Mount Rushmore. But then when I started riding motorcycles, hey man, we're going to Mount Rushmore. Fuck it, let's ride. You feel what I'm saying? And now I can appreciate Mount Rushmore. Now I can appreciate Niagara Falls. Now I can appreciate New York, Maine, Vermont, Kentucky, Nebraska. You know, because I've been in these different places and met people that look like me, that talk just like me, walk just like me, maybe got a different swing on their actual, the sound of their voice got a different twang to it, but they do the same stuff I do. You know, same troubles, you know, the whole 9 yards. I never would have dreamt that, but motorcycling has brought me that, and that's why I'm in love with motorcycling. That's why I will never let it go. You feel what I'm saying? And I pray that God gives me another 100+ years to motorcycle. You feel what I'm saying? For as long as I can until they decide that it's time to end, you know, time is over. And I say that to say this, man, is that you're gonna run into people, man, that's out here doing this motorcycle stuff. That is not gonna be as understanding or as passionate as you, or have the same love for it as you. If you're doing it for any other reason than yourself, then you're missing out on what motorcycling is all about. You're missing out on what the people that before you fought about and fought wars, and not just personal wars amongst clubs, but we're talking about fought the government, fought the city councils and the state legislators and all of that, so that you can get out there and possibly experience whatever it is that you want to experience from motorcycling. But if you're not doing it from yourself, then please, you're missing out on so much. It has to be in you. It's something that has to be in your heart. It's something that you have to be able to embrace. You have to be a person who's happy with life. You know what I'm saying? You can't be miserable or mad on your motorcycle. It's not going to work. The odds say that the person that's mad, when a person gets mad and gets on the motorcycle or miserable, they go down. You feel what I'm saying? And we all know that that's a part of it. Motorcycling is dangerous. I'm not going to tell you it's not. There's been so many calls on my life from motorcycling that I would not be here today had the Lord not decided it was not my time. Had my skills from the brain that I have that is blessed by God didn't teach me what to do or give me the strength to hold on or to not panic. You feel what I'm saying? I've been going a long time ago. And even when I ride, now, I still have those, those close calls, those edges and those things or whatever. So there's no way in the world am I going to confess or admit that I'm just the perfect rider and that's why I get away with it. No. Man, it's about the grace of God, about me being prayed up, my family praying for me, all of you guys praying for me as I pray for all of you guys. And just, being out there in the world, man, and, taking a shot at it. So if you know anything about motorcycling, you want to learn something about motorcycle, first ask yourself, hey, is this what you want to do? You feel what I'm saying? If it's what you want to do, get out there and do it. And don't let nobody keep you from not doing it. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, that's too far. Dude, you finna go where? You can't do that on a motorcycle. I've been all over the world. All over the United States. Let me put that back. On my motorcycle. I've been all over the USA. I've been in all 48 states 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Too many times to even count. I've been on back roads. I've been in muddy roads. I've been in snow. I've been in hailstorm. I've been in rain. I've been in sandstorms. I've been in all of it on my motorcycle. And if I had to do it all over again, of course I would, because I wouldn't know no better then. It wouldn't be no different from then to now, But take your time, man. Love it, embrace it, and again, like I said, I'm just this right here. I want to thank my man Bookworm. I want to thank my man Lions Tent. Thank you, brother. This means the world to me. I will cherish it and honor it with all my heart. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Manchester. Okay. What it do? Super K Mario. What up? For me, it's the people of the big ass country. Great members. Most clubs in New York City have cards and/or coins to get in. Okay. Post me a picture of that, man. Let's talk about that. I just think that's awesome, man. I really do. All right. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time, man. It's Monday. It's a beautiful Monday. It's cold and windy here in Georgia. It's cold. I'm glad I don't have to ride nowhere because it is cold. I'll definitely be plugged in from here on out, but it is cold. Jeff, no, thank you guys. I promise you. I'm telling you, man. It's just a privilege, man, to be me. Sometimes I really appreciate being me. Sometimes I hate being me, but sometimes I love being me. You guys make it. You guys make it cool to be me, and I thank y'all guys for that. All right. Love you guys. Love, peace, and hair grease. Don't forget to keep some respect on the throttle. Love yourself enough to love me. Stay in your own lane, meaning, your own lane, mind your business. I'm not telling you to dream big, to try new things. That's not what I'm telling you when I tell you stay in your lane. That's not what I mean when I say stay in your lane. When I say stay in your lane is whatever you got going on, worry about that. Whatever you want to do, worry about that. Whatever you have dreams about doing, worry about that. But don't worry about what nobody else is doing. Don't worry about what nobody else's dreams. Don't worry about what nobody else's plans are. Just worry about your plans. Stay in your own lane. Ride your ride. Ride your ride. Don't let nobody trick you into riding faster than you can ride. Don't let nobody trick you into going, doing curves if you're not ready for curves. Just take your time, ride your ride. But most importantly, enjoy the scenery, and understand that you're one of the most blessed people in the world to be out there in the world on a motorcycle, free, the wind blowing, touching you, the elements, and being able to experience all that this stuff was created to be. It's out there. I promise you, the peace of mind that you're looking for is out there. The love that you're looking for is out there. The friends that you're looking for, they're out there. You feel what I'm saying? The places, the adventures, they're out there. All the people that I've met, awesome, wonderful. I met, a lot of good people. I met a lot of fucked up people. But they're out there. Trust me. I wouldn't change it for the world. Big LFHOH and I see Mr. Hemby everywhere, man. I love y'all. Thank you guys. It is what it is, man. Don't forget, November 7th, 8th, and 9th, I will be in Louisiana, Lafayette, Louisiana. You hear me? I will be in Lafayette, Louisiana, 7th, 8th, and 9th. We're going to have a good time. If you need more information, text me 424-242-2355. I will send you the information on where the event is going to be at, who's hosting it, etc. And come on out, man. Let's have a good time. Let's hang out. And I want to thank my man, Mr. I Guy, Mr. Road King, man, for bringing me out and making that happen. You guys are awesome and wonderful. Can't wait to meet you and see you and hang out and all that other good stuff. All right? It's your boy, Big LFHOH, and I see Miss Hemby everywhere, and I'm gone.